Hi, Star Story Recapped here. Today I'm going to explain a drama sci-fi action film called Mortal Engine. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. A younger girl named Hester Shaw lives in a Bavarian, mining metropolis on wheels called Salzhaken. The much large predator town of London is going after the smaller town through the looking grounds as the wealthy and well-stored residents of London cheer like it is a game. The other people within the small city panic even as Hester runs to the front, waiting to be absorbed by London, as she has her eyes set on London's head of the Guild of Historians, Thaddeus Valentine, Hugo Weaving. Inside a count of moments, Salzhaken is delivered interior London. A younger apprentice historian named Tom Natsworthy meets with Valentine's daughter Catherine, as they test out London's little museum of old tech shop in which Tom is sent through his boss, Chudley Pomeroy, to pick out a few tech. They watch a brief video in which a bioweapon called Medusa was the cause of the destruction brought on by the 60-minute war. Tom is dispatched away via the snooping leader navigator named Herbert Maliphant, Andrew Lees, to London's lower stage so that he can spend a second with Kate, but she finally ends up accompanying Tom to his destination. The humans of Salzhaken are brought in for processing. Valentine descends to supervise things as one of the guards attacks a person from the small city. Hester receives towards Valentine, which Tom manages to look. He calls out to Valentine to warn him, however Hester manages to stab Valentine quickly. She pulls off her scarf to expose her facial scar and tells Valentine that is for her mom Pandora. Before she will be able to kill Valentine, she is stopped by way of Tom, who chases her to a waste chute. Hester is about to jump until Tom grabs her wrist. She tells Tom to ask Valentine what he did to her mother, and how he gave Hester her scar before she lets herself free of Tom's grip and falls down the chute. Valentine arrives moments after, and Tom starts to ask what Hester meant by what she said. Valentine responds by pushing Tom down the chute right before Kate and other human beings arrive, telling them that Tom fell in due to fighting Hester. Kate notices that another man, Beavis Pod, saw the whole thing. Hester and Tom are dropped at the outskirts of an unknown area. Tom wakes up and follows Hester, wondering they should stick together, however she needs not anything to do with him. No longer lengthy after, they may be spotted by scavengers and brought right into a city called Scuttlebug. Valentine then is going to go to his top scientist Dr. Twix as she is in the method of growing a weapon for Valentine. She additionally offers Valentine a solution for handling Hester. Kate goes to discover Beavis and ask what he saw. He's hesitant to mention since he knows it'll get him in trouble, but he ultimately admits to Kate that he noticed her father push Tom down the chute. They took Hester and Tom and appear hospitable, but they keep the two locked in a cell. Hester then tells Tom approximately how she misplaced her mom while she was 8. Valentine turned into true friends with Pandora, and usually treated Hester kindly until the day that Pandora and Valentine each found something that Pandora knew Valentine wanted for his own dark purposes. They fought over it, and Valentine stabbed Pandora in front of Hester and slashed Hester's face when she tried to save her mother. Before dying, Pandora gave Hester a necklace with an eye symbol, and Hester escaped. Valentine goes to an offshore prison to find Shrike, who is a half-cyborg / half-zombie-like creature who has a history with Hester. He is angry with her for going back on a promise she made to him, and he wants her dead. Valentine destroys the prison and lets Shrike run free to go after Hester. Hester and Tom are brought before in public sale in Rustwater where they may be to be bought off as slaves. While Hester is added up for purchase, a girl named Anna Fang steps out and claims she will take Hester. However, they may be also spotted by Shrike. He tries to climb up and trap them as Tom is climbing the rope to the aircraft. Anna throws Hester a knife to cut Tom loose, but she throws it to Tom to cut Shrike loose. As they fly toward their next destination, Hester explains to Tom how she is aware of Shrike. After going for walks away as a child, Shrike found her and raised her for years like his very own. He had usually observed how unhappy Hester changed into, and he offered a technique to make the pain go away. Shrike found out a robot frame he made for Hester, so that she will die and be reborn as a machine and not using a memory of the horrors of her early life, so she headed off to hunt him down and left Shrike alone and angered by her deception. Kate and Beavis do extra investigating by means of speaking to Pomeroy. He quietly leads them through a tunnel into the cathedral where Kate sees the big Medusa weapon that Valentine is keeping. Shrike enters and begins to attack and kill Anna's teammates. Airhaven begins to move down in flames because the survivors try to escape. Shrike is going after Hester and Tom and almost kills Tom till Hester pleads with him to leave Tom. Shrike realizes Hester is in love with Tom. He goes to die for appropriate. He releases Hester from her promise and lets her cross. She tearfully leaves him, and Shrike's very last thoughts are of Hester as a baby. She and Tom escape with Anna and some others. Valentine still plans to ram London into the wall at the fee of millions of lives. Kate tries to stop London's engine, but it may not budge. Tom flies the Jenny Hanover toward the engine to blast it to bits, causing London to slow down. Valentine tries to break out on his personal aircraft until Hester pursues him. He well-known shows to her that he is her father, having been in love with Pandora earlier than her death. When Hester has a danger to kill Valentine, she chooses now not to. She hops on the Jenny Hanover with Tom before he fires a blast at Valentine's craft, sending it crashing to the ground. Valentine survives, but only long enough to see that London's tracks are about to crush him. Kate leads the Londoners to the top of Shan Guo's wall where she peacefully greets Quan, and he accepts them in for sanctuary. As the sun rises, Hester and Tom embrace as they take the Jenny Hanover to travel the world. Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications and leave a like, it really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.